Monster Mike, how you doing? Sober David, whoa, Chickenfoot Racing. How are all of you guys doing here watching this stream here for the Shake and Bake F1 series here at Monza? As they would say it, I wish I can do accents, but I don't want to do it with this. Rick James, oh my Lanta. I can't believe you just donated that amount, but I greatly appreciate it there. Rick James throwing it up, watch them all fall out, as they say in a song I like. Well, Monster Mike, I hope you're having a great Saturday as well. As you can see right here, here is the, this is where I need Rick James, because Rick James is good with the accents and he actually knows what he's saying. But the Autodroma Nazionale Monza, I think that's how they would say it. Something like that. I don't know. But 1950 going to be the first Grand Prix here. ECR Kool-Aid, you are awesome, dude. Thank you so much. Sober David, thank you so much, sir. Greatly appreciate that. And Monster Mike, y'all are awesome. Y'all got me up to that $100 tier. Doing the F1 stuff, so y'all are awesome. And I got an emote thanks to ECR Kool-Aid subscription, it says. So thank you so much, sir. I greatly appreciate that. And, yep, just working towards that next one now. Chickenfoot says, oh my gosh, you guys are crazy. But yeah, so it says 53 laps right there. Cut that in half. That's what we're going to be doing today, 50%, as well as that race distance. Cut that in half. Lap record time is going to be 1:21:046, 2004 with Rubens. I think it's Barrichello right there. Sober David, greatly appreciate it, man. And the thing is, those 2004 cars, God, were they fast. Super fast, man. ECR Kool-Aid, holy smackaroni, dude. You are awesome. And if you don't know, ECR Kool-Aid is the first... he was the first recipient of a package I ever gave out, so that's pretty cool right there. Well, I guess I don't hear the, trying to hear the in-game audio a little bit more. I don't really hear it coming out of the, I don't think it's coming out of the Xbox. Huh, that's weird. Well... Hold on. Yeah. Is there... Okay, can you guys hear the, Yeah, blow it up, ECR Kool-Aid. Can you guys hear the cars going around the track? As we're going to be heading in right now for qualifying. Just... Okay, bet. Thank you so much, Monster Mike. I don't know, that was like a little glitch or something. Thank you, Sober David. Greatly appreciate both of you guys telling me right there. Haven't streamed in a while, so I'm pretty darn excited to be to stream again. I've been doing a lot of iRacing, so I haven't been on Xbox that much. It's hard, to race on F1 and NASCAR, even though I enjoy racing on both of them. In iRacing, though, I have an Oculus Rift VR headset, so I put that puppy on and go racing in iRacing. I mean, it doesn't get more realistic than that. And the worst part, though, is when you go into pit and you push on the brakes and you brake pretty hard, your body naturally wants to go forward, but you're not going forward, and that can create some motion sickness. So I try to close my eyes a little bit just for a second when I'm pitting, try to shake that off, as Sober David said. Well, man, I had something pulled up right here. Yeah, looking at the Monza Grand Prix. Let's go take a look at some of these guys. More than a cape so far. 1:22:061 going to be his fastest lap here today. That is pretty darn fast, giving a 1:21 is the fastest lap here. Monza constructed back in 1922 in only 110 days. Imagine a speedway or a circuit per se coming up that fast. But it was the third purpose-built racetrack, coming after Brooklands in the UK. And first Grand Prix going to be ran here in September 3rd of 1922. And it was part of the original Formula One calendar back in 1950. If you ever take a trip over to Monza, you're going to make sure you get into the grandstands. That's where you're going to see probably some of the best racing right there in that chicane. A lot of overtaking, a lot of rustle and tussle right there. So that'd be an exciting spot to watch all of that action. Well, sorry for last week. I did have to cut the stream short, very short actually, as we're watching these guys qualifying. Let's go on board with More Than a Cape as he takes his way around Monza. I love this track. This is one of my favorite tracks in F1. If I could pick a track to go to, it would probably be this one, Bahrain, maybe the Netherlands. I don't know. For me, Silverstone and Road America, or not Road America, can't even, whatever, they ran the American Grand Prix, but man, those circuits are just so weirdly flat with little hills. I just don't like it. Maybe, and that's why I'm excited about this iRacing stuff, because when you get into VR, man, it's a whole different ball game when you can judge those corners. And I spent about 10 or 15 laps just coming out of pits, resetting, coming out of pits, just seeing how close I can actually cut it with those corners. 1:21.559 right there for More Than a Cape with 10 minutes left in qualifying. Leaf Justin going to be just behind at 1:21.715, only about 0.02 of a second going to be separating those two guys as More Than a Cape is going to go into pits. We're going to be looking at some of these other drivers as Dion Ford Dub is the in-race reporter. He is also the guy that puts all this on for the Shake and Bake F1 series every Saturday here, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at Atlanta Racing, as we have a Sector 2 yellow flag. Let's go see what's happening with some of these drivers. Not too sure. And it looks like we do have some altercations right there. And ICER 13775 is out of the race. ECR Kool-Aid, I'll tell you right now, man.
Just try.
The Oculus headset, they've got them out a lot more now. They have the Oculus 2. I have the 1. But it is worth it, whether it be your kids, whether it be for iRacing. I mean, that thing makes you feel, and with the Star Wars stuff too, I mean, it makes you feel like you're there. But yeah, J Mac Attack, unfortunately, going to be out as well. Not too sure what's happening with these drivers. If both of them entered that wall, I saw that that Racing Point car kind of turned right there. But man, how exciting was that race last weekend? I don't know what time the race is tomorrow, but I might be watching him off work. Monster Mike, that's awesome to hear. Definitely going to have to add both of you guys on iRacing. I can tell you that I've put in probably 500 or 600 laps in the Legends and the Street Stocks. But man, I'm still learning. It's something else, dude. The only thing that makes me mad is you'll sometimes get in there and you can definitely tell the guys that are in there to either wreck you on purpose or wreck you to make it look like it was kind of your fault, but it wasn't your fault. So, yeah. So 8 minutes left here in qualifying, taking a look at More Than a Cape. He's going to be heading into the garage currently. Leafs Justin is in the garage. Dion Ford Dub, a lot of these drivers already headed in. Let's go on board with Rangers. Heard some talk of him in the chat earlier on the party chat on Xbox and here on the Twitch chat. So let's see what he has here today in this McLaren.
Calling J-Mac driver of the day. And back to the front.
I need to take this Streamlabs thing away because I could probably have money in there and not even know it. I set that up when I first got this, and yeah. Well, ECR Kool-Aid, greatly appreciate you tuning in here today, as well as Monster Mike, Sober David, all these guys. ECR, I know, I remember when I wrote you that that note inside of that care package. I said that you were on the come up or something like that. You were a great driver, and I'll tell you right now, man, you have definitely gotten up there, and a lot of people know your name now, so getting known to take over some league racing. That's awesome. Repeat, what's up, man? How's it going? Greatly appreciate you tuning in as well. Always head on over to Repeat on Twitter, the Repeat 1975, I believe it is. Repeat 1975 on Twitch. You can see his name right there. Capital R, capital P, and 1975 for that Repeat. Great broadcaster, and like he always says, never know what would have happened if we didn't all get in that Fast Family Racing League Showdown series together. Me, him, and Rick James. Kind of creating a trio, and it's cool to see other people wanting to become part of that trio and build a network. I still think we need to think of something, some kind of network, and have it, because people are always, you know, referring to us or asking all three of us to do something, or they'll ask one of us and one of us can't do it, then they'll ask the other one. It's funny. Well, it looks like he has lost his top spot. More Than a Cape was out there with a very fast lap, and it has now gone to Hell is here with a minute 27.76. That is faster than the fastest lap in real life that we talked about earlier, set in 2004. Thank you so much, Monster Mike. Greatly appreciate it, man. I just looked it up, and I am at $55 already. So only $45 till that next Twitch payout. So weird with those payouts, but it's always nice when you get that, you know, $100-something coming in from Twitch. Well, other cars trying to get up there. Rangers with a super fast lap as well. Oh my gosh. If you guys can see that right there, Hell is here, a minute 27.76. Rangers, a minute 27.77.001. That is what separates these guys. What is that? A thousandth of a second? 10,000ths of a second? I don't even know. I know I need a Sprite or something. Well, Rangers has headed into pits. More Than a Cape, let's go on board. He had the fastest lap for a while, minute 21.559. He was sitting in the garage for a little while. Now he's back out. I don't know if you guys have ever had dark russet potato chips. I had always seen them in the store, and they always come out this time of year. But I never got them. Cape Cod. And man, are they good. They are super good. If you ever see them in the store, a brown bag, dark russet. I believe Utz makes them as well.
Should be able to take over a car.
Well, there comes Rangers, I'm sorry, as we have 2 minutes and 25 seconds left here today in this qualifying session at Monza. So far, Hell is here is the car to beat in that Mercedes. What's it going to be? Let's look over at my TV. This is why I like the setup I have now compared to what I used to have. I have these two monitors in front of me, but I also have my TV to the right of me, and I can also see the race. Let me go get a treat. Come here. Sit. All right, well, Herman has received a treat here today, and it was a little bacon strip.
They let you pick a car?
Minute 15 seconds left in the qualifying session here. Hell is here. Rangers, David, MC, Mixie, 1989. Never know what to say right there. But yeah, Mercedes and McLaren going to be top two. And I believe that is... I wish I could see. I think that's Red Bull. That's that blue color. Man, I still can't believe the time between those top two drivers. Rangers has to be happy with that time, but a little frustrated that it was that little bit of time that is letting off the brake just a little sooner, pushing on the gas just a little quicker through a turn to get that out. Man, oh man, that is crazy as we wrap up qualifying. 10 seconds left. I believe it will throw it up and let the drivers finish it out for 3 more minutes, get those last laps in, or last lap in per se. Monster Mike, repeat. Greatly appreciate y'all. Yep, 3 minutes coming up right there on the timeline. Let's look on the phone real quick and see exactly what time this F1 race is tomorrow. And remember, this is the last F1 race of the season. Lewis Hamilton going to be coming and racing for this last race. And I'm actually, you know, a lot of people were kind of not happy because they wanted George Russell to come up and race that Mercedes for the last race. But I'm honestly happy that Lewis is coming back to race in this final race because it might be his last race. He has talked a little bit about this being his last year, so you never know. I mean, he's a 7-time champion. He's proved it all. He could come back next year, I believe, and win another championship, but I don't know if he wants to do it. He seems to be enjoying life, loving his dog, and that's the way to do it right there. So it's going to be a fun race tomorrow, and I believe the start time, it said, was 8:10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be 7:10 Central, 6:10 Mountain, and 5:10 Pacific. Yep, new top time, as you're going to say it right there, Monster Mike. I look over in Rangers. Holy smackaroni. He looked at that time and said, I got to get there. So did Leafs Justin. A minute 19. Nearly 2 seconds from the top time in real life. Leafs Justin going to be sitting right there in second. Wow, oh wow. What a last lap comeback right there with the 3 minutes left in qualifying. We're going to be heading in here to the actual race here momentarily. We're going to go look back at this little graphic I made to get going here before the race. Taking a look at the track itself, you can see the start of it just to the bottom right of the track on the screen, right where the yellow meets the red. We're going to be going right here for a speed trap. Frozen. Greatly appreciate you. Yeah, Rangers was the talk of the town beforehand, as I was saying in the Twitch chat and in the Xbox party. So we will see how it ends up. But as we go to the track itself, entering turn 1, it's going to be a speed trap immediately. You're going to want to make sure that you're very, very cautious heading into turn 2, as it's going to be a quick wraparound right there to turn 3. You're going to want to hold it in there tight as you race down almost another speed trap, but not yet. Getting into turn 4, another quick turn right there. Headed out into turn 5, sector 2 is going to begin. Into 6, you're going to want to keep your momentum out of 6 and into 7. Try to set it up right as you're going to proceed down that straightaway into 8. Same thing there. Try to keep that momentum around that curve. Headed into 9, then 10, sector 3. DRS detection zone is going to be right there in 6 and 7. Forgot to say that earlier, as we're going to hit DRS detection zone 2 as we head into turn 11. You're going to wrap around and you'll be right back at the start of this Monza race. So whatever the half of 53 is, I don't know, around 26, 27 laps here. Oh, no, wait. Was that right? Yeah, about probably 26, 27 laps here today at Monza for the Shake and Bake F1 Series. Greatly appreciate, as always, Frozen Toes for having the Shake and Bake F1 Series, and Dion4Dub for making this all happen, being the host and the guy over all of this F1 stuff over here for the Shake and Bake guys. So, and we are already going to be started off. I didn't realize it was going to be starting off so soon, but we're green flag racing here for Shake and Bake F1 Series. And they are actually going to be taking this. It does it to me every time. It gets me every time, guys. They're going to be doing the pace lap. Not so quick to jump the gun. I'm glad I got over here. Rangers, Leafs Justin, Hell is here. David, Mick C, 1989, and More Than a Cape. Going to be your top 5 out of 12 here today in Monza. Going down the field, let's take a look at all the drivers. There's Rangers right there. Leafs Justin in that Racing Point car. Hell is here, riding it out in the Mercedes. Forgot to say Rangers is in that McLaren car. David coming around the turn, looking good right there in that Red Bull car. More Than a Cape. Oh man, is that Williams? I believe. Yeah, I believe that is Gary from Canada. McLaren right there. Dion4Dub in the Ferrari LB281. Let's get him right there. He's in the yellow. Super NASCAR fan gonna be in the Red Bull. Clam Chewer in the yellow as well. I don't know why I don't know the names of the yellow. The J-Mac Attack 34 in the Racing Point. Icer 1 in
tires warm still.
Predicted pit stop strategy right there. Lap 11 through 13 going to be your desired time to go through the pits. We'll see different strategies take place here in this F1 race for the Shake and Bake F1 Series. Anytime, Frozen. I hate that I had to cut it late last Saturday, but you know, rarely that I can get my family all together, and they were coming up, so wanted to take advantage of that, especially for the holidays. Icer 1, it looks like, has been disqualified for some reason. I'm not too sure what has happened there, as we're about to go green flag racing here at Monza.
How did it get... What? He should still be able to race, though, right? Let me see. Okay.
Yellow flag, Sector 1. I believe somebody has jumped the gun. I'm not too sure. And here we go, racing with Rangers in the lead. 27 laps at Monza as the smoke builds up, and we're going here in what a race. Oh man, I don't know the race count. Oh man, I wish I knew it. I was thinking it. Already Rangers jumping out front. Leafs Justin just behind. Hell is here as well. Getting some action here in the back between Gary from Canada and LB281. I wish I knew if that was a meaning. And we've got some action back here. A couple of cars spinning out. Oh my lord. Hold on.
What happened?
Okay, well, I'm not too sure. A lot of action, dirt kicked up back there, but there's going to be a virtual safety car already on the track. So if you're playing in the game and this virtual safety car comes on the track, you're going to see a little icon appear in the top right corner. It's going to show you green and red in a little bit of time, how much time that you can plus or minus. And if you start getting into that red, you're going to want to slow down, and that's how that virtual safety car works, trying to get these cars a little bit more stacked up. As you can see, Leafs Justin now catching up. They're getting a little bit more in pace as we look down the straightaway near that Rolex sign. Beautiful view right there. McLaren still in the lead, and the safety car still out. Monster Mike, you the man. You tuned in right when it started, dude.
Yes.
Frozen, I'll tell you right now, I need to get in a practice session or something with you guys in iRacing, because I've got it now. I race with the VR headset, and I got to get better. That's all I got to say. There's that pit stop strategy once again. As Dion4Dub, it looks like, has gotten out front. More Than a Cape, headed way back. Not too sure what is up right there. It looks like it's restacking a little bit. Man, It is a little bit weird. It does get a little bit wrong sometimes right there. But it does look like Rangers right now is going to be in the lead. Not too sure why it shows Super NASCAR Fan. Man, he is flying. Let's go on board right now with Leafs Justin. A lot of Canadian drivers here in the race today, so greatly appreciate them being here. You know, it is a little strenuous on the internet sometimes being in different countries, so it's very cool seeing them participating in this race here today. Well, Super NASCAR Fan is going to jump to the back and Rangers to the front there, as you can see it on the graphic. Hell is here with a very fast time during his qualifying session, but just not fast enough. Rangers and Leafs Justin, both of those guys able to get past that mark and get up there with those fast times. More Than a Cape also setting one of the fastest laps in qualifying, but was overtaken about the midway point as he gets into the sand just a little bit into that turn. And the thing is sometimes, man, you get into the gravel or the, you know, the sand, whatever it is on the track, and it just feels like your car just does not perform the same way for the rest of the race. Well, Rangers with a very, very big gap between him and second place. As we look back, you can't even see Leafs Justin. But if you look back from him, I believe we can see Hell is Here coming out of that corner. Yep, there he is. Peeking in. We have a little bit of action right here between Dion Ford Dub and More Than a Cape with an overtake. Dion Ford Dub is going to make his way up into the top 5. More Than a Cape falling back into 6. 12 drivers still in this race. Very, very good. But it looks like LB281 has a flag. So he's going to have to serve that penalty here shortly.
Oh, cannot slow down.
Man, I don't realize how little water I've worked since 5 a.m. How little water I drink until I start talking so much on here, and I just got to start drinking. Well, Rangers so far has the car to beat. Leafs Justin also with a very fast car. Oh, man! Okay, it looks like that's going to be Dion Ford Dub, unfortunately, spinning out right there. Man, oh, man. And if you heard just when I was talking, I believe Dion Ford Dub might have had a wheel pop off or something like that on his racing controller device, or whatever, you know, racing wheel. Oh, you know what to call it. Simulator wheel. Well, we are 5 laps into this F1 Series race for the Shake and Bake Series, or F1 Series. Only 22 laps to go. Doesn't seem like a lot, but you're going to have a lot to work with. 50% race here today at Monza. So it's going to be McLaren Racing Point and Mercedes top 3, with a Red Bull in 4th and a Williams in 5th. All top 5 different manufacturers. And Leafs Justin actually creeping up here. You can actually see him back there now as we have some more action back here. Dion Ford Dub actually headed into the pits. We're seeing some cars overtake here on the graphic. And actually, let me go back, because it looks like we might have some action right here between Gary from Canada and Icer 1. These guys pretty darn close right now. probably about a year ago, maybe a year and a month ago, when I didn't start. I was already doing it, but did my first race with AK and with Frozen, and I think J-Mac was in there, I believe. But man, that was fun. Back in the day, back a year ago. Man, you cannot beat that overhead view like that. Look at that view right there of Leafs Justin's car coming through that turn. That is beautiful. And there is that view as well with Rangers, as we have entered 6 out of 27 laps, 21 to go. A lot of aggression right there from Rangers at the start of the race is going to make him a clear leader here at the beginning. But Sector 2 has a yellow flag, and it looks like Clam Chewer is spinning out, hitting one turn, trying to recover, and hitting it another time right there to the left. And he better watch out as Racing Point's coming on by. Gary from Canada just trying to avoid that altercation right there. And Clam Chewer back up in action, trying to get it under control, and he has. One of the reasons I was super excited that Frozen did ask me to do this F1 series is not only is it F1, and I don't ever have F1 races to do that much, but these guys are all new to this. This is a new series for the Shake and Bake League, you could say. And Dion Ford Dub is retired from the session. That's going to throw Super NASCAR Fan up into 11th place, but definitely didn't want to see Dion I'm not sure what happened, disconnect or, hit a wall or something and blow his tire off. But man, oh man, we've got another yellow flag, Sector 2 and 3. Not too sure what is happening as we see Gary from Canada take that turn super sharp, throwing up some dirt right there, trying to cut off. We got a green flag right there in Sector 3. Sector 2 still under that yellow flag. And I haven't heard anything yet from Dion in the chat. Okay, I just realized there's a glitch in this. So there's a glitch in here if you go to another driver. So let's go to More Than a Cave. So go on board with him. If I switch to another driver, but then look back. Oh, I didn't do it that time. Well, usually it'll, never mind. Usually go, oh, see, you did it there. It switched back up. Monster Mike, I could not agree more, my friend. Unfortunately, that was one of the biggest reasons I did buy NASCAR Heat 5, I'm sorry, was for that ticker, because, I mean, I don't really play it too much. I do enjoy racing some super speedways, but everybody does. In Atlanta and a couple other tracks, but I'm just honestly not that good, and it's just now that I've got my wheel set up like I like it and actually can race with it well. But yeah, man, I wish it had this kind of stuff, and I feel like next year it might have a lot more, especially with the coronavirus. I think everybody kind of realized how big esports can get and how realistic it really is. It doesn't take the physical conditions on your body, but it does take a lot of that mentality out. So we'll see. But Rangers right there getting a little slippery a couple turns ago, but nonetheless, he is good to go. Looking at Leaf Justin. And man, he has got Hellas here just behind him. David Mick C 1989 right there as well. It's going to be a little bit of a battle right here, as in the next few laps we will begin the pit stop window. And we'll probably see a lot of these guys headed down. Yeah, Monster, I've had my, I said a lot on Twitter and stuff about NASCAR Heat. I'm I'm done. I'm done dogging them and stuff. Well, I'm just ready for the next game, and hopefully they'll fix this game, and just looking forward to the future. That's all I can say. I enjoy playing it still, but man, you know, that's a big reason I bought it. Yeah, definitely don't have to be fit to race online, but I mean, you've got to at least have a good mentality, because I'll tell you right now, you know, these F1 races are a lot easier for me. I've raced a lot of 50%ers, but the thing is I can't do it with the NASCAR, man. Racing 100-something laps, or I can't even do like Watkins Glen and stuff. It kills me. So doing it that long, I can do 5% or 10. I can do, you know, 25, but not 50, man. Do not enjoy that at all. Well, the interval is slowly closing once again here between Rangers and Leafs. Justin, they have sat top two of the entire race. Hell is here as well, sitting right there in third. They're trying to make something work. Let's go right here, as he is just behind Leafs Justin. See how Hell is here is taking this Monza track. And he's doing exactly what you want to do when you saw him in that turn. He just took those turns just about perfectly right there. Using that momentum, try to drive it down to the bottom right there, come up high, drive it down to the bottom, get back onto the straightaway. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, Frozen. They inherited this game per se, as we have seen with companies. They gotta kind of work with what they got. But yeah, we're seeing Leafs Justin, the first one to go down here into pits. That's going to lose him some spots, but we'll see them cycle back around in the next few laps. 11 laps of the 27 here at Monza. Rangers still leading this thing with a substantial lead now, almost 8 seconds between him and Hell is here as he enters that turn. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping, Monster Mike. Because what I'm hoping is that the next generation, these new Xboxes and stuff and PlayStations, eventually get Oculus and VR support. Because if you could say that you can play NASCAR in VR, I mean, that's a pretty big selling point for both the VR company and for NASCAR. Because I'm telling you, you don't realize how real it feels until you put that thing on. And you're wondering, I play with my buddy Bruce Apocalypse, one of my best friends, all the time. And I'll be like, where are you on the track? Oh, I'm in turn 3. I'll be sitting in pits or something, and I'll look behind me, and I can see him. And I'm literally looking behind me. So it's pretty interesting to see how 4D it feels almost. You got the fan on. I mean, you got the wind going. You got the wind from the car. Rangers hitting the pits as well. Hell is here now, going to be taking past the pits and entering first place. Let's go take a look at some of these other drivers. Clam Chewer, a lap down, unfortunately. You saw him spinning out earlier, hitting it, and you can see right there to the right, the graphic pit window is open, lap 11 through 13. One-stop strategy for this race. Still got that flag right there for LB281 J Mac Attack sitting in 8th. David Mick, 1989, falling back just a few places as we see More Than a Cape going down into pits. This is going to allow ICER1 to get on by. Yeah, Monster Mike, like I said, man, since I've gotten iRacing, I haven't even been on my Xbox at all. And it doesn't help that my best friend, I was just talking about, Bruce Apocalypse, he was the one I used to play Xbox with all the time, and we were actually racing on F1 about a month ago, and his Xbox just completely pooped out. Never would come back on. He's tried it probably 30 times since, and it hasn't come back on. So he ended up getting himself a PC and enjoying some iRacing, but we'll probably end up downloading F1 again because, man, you cannot beat this game. I do wish, though, it was one of the games that had the you buy it on one, you can play it on the other. Unfortunately, this is not one of those games. There he goes. Hell is here is going to be entering his pit. And Rangers is trying to make up time right here and get before Hell is Here. Let's see. Let's see what happens. And there he goes. Rangers able to surpass Hell is Here. What happened? Yep, looks like everybody is out of pits now. Leafs Justin still trying to catch up to Rangers. It's going to be Rangers, the car to beat here. I don't know if it's going to be... Oh, we've got something happening. Sector 2, yellow flag. And it looks like LB2A1 has just cut the track significantly. He already has a flag. He might be getting another one here, and you don't want to do too much of that because you will get disqualified here in the F1 race. Already have Dion 4Dub, unfortunately, out of this race. Gary from Canada getting his start on that turn. And this is the interval to watch, I believe. Yep. Looking back from Leafs Justin's car, you can see as it was earlier, Hell is Here is just behind. He has been trailing this entire race. Clam Chewer. Oh, nope, that was Super NASCAR fan actually in pits. I'm sorry, I believe. Thought there was some action happening back there. But Leafs Justin and Hell is Here. Leafs actually gaining half a second during that short time I was cut over to the other car. That's pretty significant right there as he enters the first turn. Sorry. Monster Mike, you could not be more correct, sir. It is the race for P2 here at Monza. Rangers with this 9-second almost lead here is going to be very, very hard to beat. He has showed it all race. He had the fastest lap. I know he's got the fastest car here in this McLaren, and it looks like he's actually coming up on a car to lap here as we're going on board. And yeah, you can see just up in the distance another car. As we're about to hit lap 15, only 12 laps remain as he crosses the start-finish line here in just a few moments. And this is a new league, like I said. You know, these guys still, you know, getting the grips of it. A lot of them coming over from the NASCAR world. So I know I started off actually racing, well, if you want to throw it way back, I started on NASCAR when I was really little, but getting back into it in middle school, I started with the Forza game. So I was very keen on the road courses, very, you know, keen on F1, on a lot of the road cars. And then I hit the NASCAR and I had a bit of a learning curve, but still, when I hop on F1, I'm a lot better at F1 than I am at NASCAR. Just for that reason, I've played those games a lot more in my life, and that kind of translates over here. I feel like some of these guys have played these games a lot more in their life, and they're coming over here in a league with some guys who haven't played F1 as much, but they're really interested, and they're definitely getting better as we see week throughout week. But you know, these are the times that it really shines with a track like Monza that's not that difficult. You can really get out there and make some moves, and you know, get yourself a fast one. Well, it looks like Hell is Here has actually received a flag as well, as you can see just to the right of his name at P3. Leafs Justin sitting pretty. He's got Hell is Here right here, but now he doesn't have to worry as much. I'm not too sure. You know what? Hold up. Okay, well, I was trying to see real quick for you guys. I couldn't see it. Trying to see exactly where Hell is here, as he has passed Leafs Justin actually during that. Man, oh man. But I couldn't see the penalty. Monster Mike, so somebody asked me, I think last stream or 2 streams ago, what the biggest difference was between F1 and between Forza. The biggest difference between Forza and F1 is Forza, when you're hopping in F1 cars, you're hopping in an F1 car. In F1, you're hopping in a Mercedes, you're hopping in a McLaren. They drive differently. When you hop in different cars, they sound different, they drive different. It's a lot, more keen on the cars, whereas in Forza, it's great, but every car is going to sound the same, every car is going to drive the same. It doesn't really matter really what manufacturer you choose. If it's an F1 car, it's an F1 car. Whereas this, if it's a Mercedes, and so forth. So that's my biggest thing on it. As we have got some action right here between Leafs Justin and Hell is here. You can see Leafs Justin locking up those Racing Point tires as he comes into the turn. And out of it, he has got Hellas here just in front of him in his sights. Can he get that P2 spot back? Rangers with a 10-second interval between first and second. Nothing there, and it looks like Clam Chewer, LB2A1, both with flags as well as Hellas here. These guys going to have to watch it. Only 11 drivers now, only 8 drivers without penalties, so. Monster Mikey also, with F1, if you drive the older cars, they act like older cars. They do not have the same kind of response that these cars have. If you hop in one of these guys and really take your time, you want to turn on the preferred line as well, you'll get it down. I'm telling you, it's fun and you'll get it down. And once you master it, you'll love it even more. It's super fun. Still a battle right here. Let's go on board with Leafs Justin as he's trying to get that slipstream off of Hellas here. Entering the lap, you hear that DRS pop on. It's lap 18 of 27, only 9 to go here in this Monza race. Who will come out on top? It's supposed to be Ranger right now. He has got the fastest car, the fastest lap, but you never know what could happen as Icer is actually going back into pits. I actually don't know if he's even pit yet, but he is headed down there right now. And man, let's just watch Rangers for a second take a couple of turns, and you can just see how well he is controlling this car here at Monza. And this is the action right here. Second and third, they're both podium spots, but one is a little taller than the other, and you want that taller spot. He's got 9 laps to make something work, and I believe he has got the power and the ability here in this Racing Point car. Leafs Justin to get up into second. Here's the thing though, second does have that flag, and there's not even a second, I've said that so many times, between these two drivers. So even if he comes in third, he might actually end up in second due to that penalty. Clam headed down into pits, and it looks like he has served that penalty, so his flag has been erased from the screen. Let's go give some of these guys some love back here towards the middle of the pack and the rest of the pack. Gary from Canada trying to make a move right now up to Icer 1. Actually, you know what? Yeah. I believe it is Icer 1 right there in front of him. Gary from Canada, J Mac Attack, LB2A1 Super NASCAR fan, and it looks like Clam has still got that flag again. It pops back up, but he is a lap down. Well, greatly appreciate everybody tuning in here today and all of those donations at the very start of the stream. Those help me do giveaways, which I need to do some more of. I've been trying to find some good NASCAR diecast, but the last time I went, they didn't even have one. So, gotta get some more of those guys. Well, Leafs Justin has done a pretty darn good job so far of shaving off some time between him and Hellas here. He's only about 0.45 seconds, 0.045 seconds back now from Hellas here as Hell takes that turn a little bit weird. And no other drivers are really too close to each other like we are seeing with Hellas here. And Leafs Justin, why the heck did I cut it back? It always happens when I cut back. Leafs Justin able to overtake Hellas here. He is now in second place. Let's take a look back, and you can see Hellas here is not happy, taking it very aggressive around that turn, trying to make up as much time as he can, as he only has 7 laps to do anything now, 6 laps as they cross the start-finish line for this Shake and Bake F1 Series race. And it looks like 3-second time penalty right there for LB2A1 for multiple warnings. That's going to come from race control, as you can see it pop down in the bottom left-hand corner. Sector 3 is going to have a yellow flag. Not too sure what happened there. Maybe a driver slowing down, but Clam Chowder's trying to make up some time. You saw him come that corner very, very sharp. A lot of these guys, you can tell, man, they are getting better and better as we get around David McC 1989 trying to get his way around LB2A1, I believe, lapping him again. Rangers making his way still in first place. Man, I almost don't even want to leave Leafs Justin and Hellas here again, because every time I have left them, they end up passing one another. And Leafs Justin cutting it super sharp around that. You can see him locking up those tires, a little smoke coming out. Definitely going to want to make sure you're controlling those tires, making them last to the end of the race, and making sure that you're not going to spin out coming out of that turn. This part right here can be very tricky for some drivers. I personally like that part because I'm able to gain some momentum coming onto this straightaway right here. Every little bit counts right now for these guys. Hellas here. Oh, and he gets on by. Hellas here able to get on past Leafs Justin, taking that straightaway super fast, going into that turn a little bit later than he should have, and he made it work right there. Oh my gosh. Well, now I was going to say Hellas here, but Leafs Justin's going to be praying for that DRS zone, and he'll gain a lot of time as we head into those turns. Just couldn't cut it like Hellas here. Or just couldn't cut it. Hellas here couldn't cut it like Leafs Justin. You can hear that DRS coming on right there. You can also watch the driver's fingers in the bottom middle of your screen. He'll actually be clicking the DRS buttons. So that's pretty cool. .23 out of 27 laps completed here at Monza. Leafs Justin, knowing the turns that he can take a little bit better than Hellas here. He's gained some substantial time as he's gone through those turns the past few laps. But this is the battle of the race. Rangers taking it away in first. Oh man, they almost lost it right there. Definitely don't want to be too aggressive. You've got a good lead. You don't want to lose it. You've been leading the whole entire race. Just keep it cool, Rangers, and you'll have this race under control. On the other hand, Hellas here and Leafs Justin have a lot more to worry about. Second and third, and they've been battling it out the entire race, interchanging lap and lap. Who will come out on second and who will be in third? They're both podium finishes, like I said. David Mick, C, 1989, could only dream of being up there battling with them. He's currently battling a flag and being 15 seconds behind Leafs Justin. DRS should come on. Oh, wait. Oh, Hell is here spinning out. Oh, my Lord. Hell is here spinning out in second place. He's going to be able to recover and stay just behind Leafs Justin, but that is going to cost him probably some stability with that car. Leafs Justin now going to be fighting for that top spot. Well, I guess you could say that top spot of second. Oh my gosh, what a crazy move right there. Unfortunately losing it in that turn, and now he is able to get past him. Little bit of contact. Oh my Lord. Hell is here is fighting for that spot. He's not going to give up anytime soon. Little bit of contact right there with Leafs Justin. Both drivers able to recover. But that's the kind of action you want to see as they cross the start-finish line. We only got 2 laps to go here in the race. 3 laps to go, I'm sorry. Oh, Hell is here. Oh, he just spun out Sector 1. Hell is here. Losing it right there. No chance left of catching Leafs Justin. Solidifying it right there for second place. Leafs Justin gonna be driving off. Hell is here coming back. But unfortunately, I feel like he has just wore those tires down a little too much. And now facing the penalty as we have a little bit of a battle right here between 7th and 8th. J-Mac Attack's going to be getting past Gary from Canada. And Gary trying to take it to the top. He's not going to be able to. Lap car right there. Fortunately, F1 knows what they're doing and they are ghosted. But Gary from Canada now trying to catch up with J-Mac Attack, Sector 2 and 3. A yellow flag. It looks like Super NASCAR fan coming out of that turn, spinning out just a little bit. Oh my gosh, Hell is here. Nowhere close. 13 seconds now between him and Leafs Justin. It is now the battle between 7th and 8th place as we're going on board with Gary from Canada. 2 laps to go. Oh man, we got some battling up here as well, it looks like. And no, we do not. I'm so sorry. Hell is here has entered pits due to all of that damage, and that's exactly what David Mick C 1989 wants to see. He is now going to be looking at a podium finish as long as he maintains third for the next lap. Rangers making his way down the straightaway as long as he keeps it cool for the next lap and a half. He is going to be your winner here today in Monza. Leafs Justin battling almost all race with Hell is here, who is now fallen back into 5th. Due to all of that damage, had to go down into pits. He is going to be in 2nd. David McC 1989 trying to hold it down for the last lap as Rangers crosses the start-finish line. to get that third place podium finish. And there goes Rangers looking at some more lap cars, but also looking to take the win here today at Monza. Can he do it for the Shake and Bake F1 Series? Rangers with a impeccable car here today, qualifying first, leading the entire race other than during that pit window where he came back out on top. Man, he has had a fast car, and he deserves all the congratulations here today at Monza. You can not deny a champion when you see him dominate like that. And it looks like we have a yellow flag right there, Sector 3 with LB281. That's no cause for concern for Rangers because he is about to win this race. What a fantastic drive. Leafs Justin as well. Fantastic car. Hell is here. Fantastic car as well. Just didn't have the tires at the end. And Rangers crossing the start-finish line. He is going to be your winner here today at Monza for the Shake and Bake F1 Series. You're watching the Italian Grand Prix. Leafs Justin coming down one of the last turns he will face here today at Monza. Back to the front straightaway, and here he goes, crossing the start-finish line. He is going to have a podium right there. Second place, Leafs Justin, David McSee, 1989. Trying to keep it cool, calm, and collected as he was in fourth, fifth during a lot of today's race. Making his way up into third as Hell is Here went into repair damage. Taking the last turn for him today here at Monza. He is going to be your third and final driver on the podium, David McSee, 1989, with a podium finish. Big congrats to those top three drivers here today. Big congrats to Rangers coming out on top. Icer1 coming in right now. He's going to be in fourth place. Not too sure how these final drivers will stack up due to their flags, but more than a cape coming in as sixth. Top five drivers here today for this Monza race. Going to be Rangers, Leafs Justin, David McSee, 1989, Icer1, 3775, and Hell is Here, 36. Monster Mike, greatly appreciate that, man. Always appreciate people like, you know, Monster Mike, or you yourself, Frozen, ECR Kool-Aid Repeat, you guys just jumping in and, you know, saying hey or watching the entire race. It's awesome, so thank you guys. And driver of the day is actually going to go to Icer1, 3775. As we're going to be loading back to the screen, you'll see the official results here for this F1 race. And there you can see the drivers on the podium. McLaren coming out on top. Racing Point in second and Red Bull in third. And don't you know everybody smells awful after that? Well, there's your official results right there. Rangers X15 coming out on top with the McLaren. Leafs Justin in second. Going to be in that Racing Point. David McSee, 1989 in Red Bull Racing. Those are your top three drivers. Icer1 in the Alfa Romeo. That's the one I couldn't remember. It's not Ferrari. It's Alfa Romeo. And Renault was that yellow car to remember. But Icer1, Hell is Here, going to be your top four at 5. There's your top 5. J Mac Attack in 6. More Than a Cape in 7th. Gary from Canada 8th. Super NASCAR Fan in 9th. Clam Chewer in 10th. LB281 in 11th. And Dion 4Dub, unfortunately, DNFing. Going to be ending up in 12th place. Well, we greatly appreciate you tuning into this F1 Shake and Bake Series race. It's been great communicating with you guys here on the chat and having some fun. Monza. What a great track, one of my favorites. We'll be back next week, Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Shake and Bake F1 Series once again. Thanks to Frozen and Dion Ford Dove for allowing me to broadcast these races. Hope everybody has a great afternoon, and remember the race tomorrow for the last F1 real race is going to be at 8:10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to check out that race tomorrow, it's going to be tomorrow morning. A lot of you guys maybe having to wake up a little early to watch it, but 8:10, 7:10, not too bad. So thanks guys for tuning in here today, and hope everybody has a great holiday season and a great rest of your weekend.